So I decided to start from scratch today, and I want to go through the process of finding that crazy Google template gallery because I think most of us, if you're slowly getting used to this whole Google Drive thing, things are still a little bit clunky. So I want to go over probably a couple different ways some of you might access this. And notice I'm on my MacBook, not my Chromebook, so there's going to be a few variations, but not a whole lot. Okay. So the way I do it, I have a weird way of accessing my drive. I usually just go right up to the Omnibox and I start to type in drive.google.com. That's just the way I've always done it, and it seems to work for me. Now, I think most of you, if you are at google.com, you might utilize that cool feature of your Rubik's Cube over here, where you'll just click on that, and then one of your options is Drive. So either one of those works, and also if you're on the Chromebook, Drive should be set down as one of your pinned items down on your, what we might call a taskbar. So however you would get to Drive, I think most of the JCCS teachers are comfortable, and some admins comfortable doing it that way. So once you're here and you want to start a doc, or you want to start a spreadsheet, or you want to start a drawing or a form, whatever it is, hopefully you've gotten to the point where you understand that this nice red new button, the minute I click that, then I get some of the options that I can do. I can create a folder, I can upload files or folders, I can create a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, a Google Slide, or if I click more, I can see Google Forms and Drawings, My Maps, etc. But so if I click Google Doc here, let me zoom out a little bit, I'm going to get just a brand new untitled document. And that's not necessarily a template, right? And the reason that I want to go through this, because most of you that are familiar with the old Office products, once you clicked open, the template gallery just opened up. But remember that now there's a different app for each of these Google tools that are Drive. So there is an app for Docs, there's an app for Slides, there's an app for Sheets. And so in order to easily access the template galleries for each of those, you need to go either run the app, or you can type in docs.google.com or slides.google.com or sheets.google.com, either way. But I'm gonna run through a couple different ways to do that. So again, since I told you that I tend to type docs.google.com, let's say I create a new tab here and I just type in docs.google.com. I didn't put an S, let me put an S there. And then I hit return, and then you'll notice, hopefully right away, depending on the speed of my internet, that we are now in Google Docs, and the template gallery is there now waiting for us. So the minute I click more, I want you to see that there are tons of cool new templates that one could use for docs. So I can do a blank document. That would not be a template. I've got these letters and resumes, reports, project proposals, all kinds of different resumes and letters that I could be writing within education. Believe it or not, it's got some cool things for essays, and it more easily incorporates images, by the way. And there's different things for project proposals, etc. So just know that within Google Docs now, you have all kinds of cool new templates that you can utilize, but just remember how to get there. So if you're on your Chromebook, I could access it by clicking on the magnifying glass and then going into my apps tray and then finding Google Docs. I happen to be on my Mac right now, so if I were to click apps, which is here in the upper left-hand corner, notice you see all of my Google apps that I've installed into Chrome. And Docs is one of them. Notice Google Slides and Google Sheets are as well. So I can access these services that are actually housed within Drive right from their own app. So let's say I pick Slides. So I'm going to click Google Slides, and it falls right in the universe. I should see a template gallery along with my Google Slides. So here you are. If I click more, and notice you'll see my templates underneath there, but if I click more, you'll see that there's some cool templates that we could start with. I like this pitch one. So it's sort of a new way that you might have your kids work to maybe pitch 20% project ideas or a project proposal that they might be working on. But there's lesson plan templates here, book report templates, field trip templates, etc. The point here is that some of these are already pre-created. The kids can click on them and they can play with them. And it's just a way to get some of the kids that might need a little bit of a creativity boost, or a teacher who might need a little bit of a creativity boost going with that. So it should be no shock that my next option is slides. Those are the three that I want to talk about. So I have a couple options. I can go to slides.google.com. I can click on the apps shortcut inside of my browser, or if you're on the Chromebook, you can go right into your apps tray. So I'm going to click apps and go into Google Sheets, or show you that it's the same thing if I were to click a new tab and type in sheets.google.com. And it's the same thing. So there are three new template galleries: Docs, Slides, and Sheets. And one of the things that, and Trevor, I was doing a training, and Trevor Darling pointed this out. He was exploring this before I was in spreadsheets. And this might be for some of you teachers who are really liking Google Classroom, but know that Google Classroom does not have a grade book. If you scroll down here in the education templates inside of Sheets, there's both a grade book and an attendance template. So just take a look at this, just different ways to maybe spur your creativity, get you going. But know that all of those, even if I go to Slides or to Sheets or to Docs, I create. It is just like everything you've been used to so far, still stored inside of your Google Drive, so don't worry about that. The minute you create it, it goes into your Drive, then you can organize it into folders. But hopefully it's something that you can explore and maybe have some fun with. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment below or send me an email, and I would be happy to help you out with this.